In this short video, I'm going to take you through the click-to-call settings in EzMobileSiteGenerator. It's very simple to use click-to-call with EzMobileSiteGenerator, and it's very configurable, very flexible. What I'm going to do to show you this, I'm going to start by creating a new single-page site, and I'll do everything on that one site. So I just click Add New, and I'm going to create a new site, just as I said, a single page site. Let's just call it Tap-to-Call. So I'm not going to do very much. Let's just copy that, and in here I'm going to paste this is a single page site about Tap-to-Call. Okay, what I'm now going to do, let me just put Tap-to-Call in there. And in the title, I'm not going to do anything else with it. I'm going to change it to use my easy test theme. And I'm just going to click Publish. So now I've created a page. And if I look down at the preview section, down here, you'll see I've got a single page site about Tap-to-Call down here. Okay, now let's see about putting an actual Tap-to-Call on that page. All we do, we come back up here to where all the Tap-to-Call settings are, telephone settings. Now, I can choose from this drop down whether I want the Tap-to-Call button to make a call or whether to send an SMS message. For this example, I'm going to first off start by clicking Call. In here, I write the telephone number that I want. So if I want 214-123-4567, then I can just type it like that. That's what will be displayed. The actual number that's called will be that number without the dashes inside. I can add a message which is displayed underneath the telephone number to tell the user of the website what they need to do. So if I put in there tap to call the above number, you can put whatever text you want there. So I'm going to just leave it just purely at that. That's all I'm going to do for the moment. All I've done is I wanted to call. I wanted to call this telephone number, and that's the text I want to appear on there. So let me just first of all copy this down here, my short code, and make sure I put that short code into my section up here, my editing section. So I put that in, and I do an update. And we should now see, if we go down to the previewer, that we have a Tap-to-Call button on the previewer. So let's go down there and look again. And there we go. We've got our little icon. We've got our telephone number displayed there. Tap-to-Call the above number. So on a real live website, if someone tapped this little green section here, then it would automatically try to call that number for them. It would bring up a little dialog box which said click to call. It varies from phone to phone as to exactly what would come up. It wouldn't actually call the number directly. It would just bring the number up and ask the user to confirm that they want to call that number. So how can we customize this a bit more? Well, we can remove the icon, we can remove the telephone number, we can change the text, we can change the background colors, we can add a border around it, we can use a completely different image, and that's all done from these settings above. Let's first off go, let's say for example we wanted to hide the phone icon. Let's just do that first of all. So let's click Hide Phone Icon, click Update, and then let's go down and look in our previewer. So we come down to the previewer, and now what we got is the telephone number and the Tap-to-Call. Okay, let's say for example we didn't want to actually show the number, we just wanted them to see the icon and not see the phone number. We just say Tap-to-Call and receive your discount. So let's just put that in, do an update for that. And let's look at what we get now on our website in the previewer. So now we've got our icon and our little message to go with it. Now, maybe we wanted to use a different icon. So let's come back to our icon settings. Let's upload a different image. So I just click the image icon button and we can select an image. Maybe I want this one here. So it uploads it for me now. So that's what the image is going to look like. You just come down here, just insert post. And that adds that in there for me. And if I come back down and click update, and then we go down to our preview section, we should find that we've got a different icon. And there we have. You see we now got this black icon showing there. Okay, maybe instead of having the whole thing, we wanted to have maybe a different image altogether. So let's just go back to our there. Now, if you upload an image here into the Tap to Call image section, then what will actually happen is it will ignore all this text, the telephone number, this icon, and it will only display whatever image you put in this button here. So let me just upload an image to there. So select, and I've got one here. Yep, let's use that one there. So let's go down here and insert post. And that puts it in a little box here. If I just update. Let's scroll down and see what it looks like on our previewer. So we now have our separate image now showing Tap to Call. When we click that on the telephone, then that will bring up the call screen for the user to use. Now, when I mentioned before, I told you there were two choices on here. You can either do call or you can do SMS. If you do SMS, instead of bringing up the call dialog on the telephone, it would bring up the SMS text messaging dialog on the telephone. Now, on many smart handsets, you can actually type in a message here. Please call me back. So that would bring up an SMS dialog box to this telephone number with this message in the message box. Now that won't work on Apple devices such as an iPhone. Apple only allow you to actually bring up the dialog with the telephone number filled in. They won't allow you to put anything in the text message area. So the user will have to type in their text messages. So if you try to make use of this SMS message feature here, please be aware of that. It will only bring up the number for any users using an iPhone or Apple device. For most of the smartphones, it will actually fill this in. So as long as you're aware of that, then you can use this, but only use it if it's not something absolutely critical where you need the user to type something in. If there's something that the user must type in, then somehow or other you have to communicate that to the user before they click the button and start typing in their SMS. Either you put it in the call to action text in this message here. Maybe you put something like tap to text and put 2012 discount in your message. So you can then put that in here. So for users where it would appear, then that would automatically be populated into their text message For ones where they didn't, you put in the message here to tell them what to type in order to send it to you. So that's the tap to call. It's very, very simple, very easy to use, very flexible. You can do whatever you like with this. And you can have as many tap to call buttons as you want on your overall site. Only one can be listed on each page, but provided you're using this ID number that's underneath the tap to call on whichever page it is, it will use the settings from that particular page when it populates the tap to call button. And remember what I said, that if you put an image here like this, then that image is what gets used. If you don't have that, so let's just finalize this video by covering that. You see down there we've got tap to call down there. If I just come and remove that from here, let's just delete that and do an update, we should return back to having our normal tap to call style button. So if I come down to the preview again, you see we're now back to this tap to call style button here. And if you want to change the color, or if you want to put a border around it, change the text color, change the background color, the border color, have a dotted background to it, then if you come to your theme, what am I using on here? I'm using the EasyTest theme. So let's just go and do that now while we're continuing through this video. Let's go to the EasyTest theme, and that's this one here. Let's just try changing that one a little bit just so you can see the effect of that. So if we come down to our click to call settings here, let's change the background color of that to be maybe a pale blue, no, a different color green. Let's try that, yes. Let's make the color black, the text color, let's have a solid border too. Let's also have that in black as well. In fact, no, instead of solid, let's do a dashed border, just to show you the effect. So I just update that. And then we go back to our site and look at that in the previewer. You can see we have a different color. We've got the text and we've got the little dashed section around it. Okay, so that's tap to call. Very easy, very flexible, all available for you in EzMobileSiteGenerator.